Welcome back to another day in the life of a reseller vlog. Today is Wednesday, December 4th, also known as my sister's birthday. Happy birthday, Teresa. Congrats on that double nickel. Today we got kind of a fun video planned. We're not only celebrating my sister's birthday, we're also celebrating a victorious win of 2 storage units. That's right, I won 2 more storage units. If you've been watching the channel lately, you know that I won a 5x5 unit in Everett. Went down there with my mom, we cleaned that one out and I had a good time with it. That video got quite a few views, so I decided to try to win a couple more units, and I was successful today. We got one in Bellingham that we're going to try to pick up today, and another one in Marysville tomorrow. The one in Bellingham we spent about $100 on, and the one in Marysville was cheap. It was only 20 bucks. So today we're going to try to get that one in Bellingham cleaned out, just a small one. Let me give you a look at it. All right, here is a quick look at the photos. There's only a few photos they provided for this one. Again, we bid this one up to just $100. As you can see, we got the mysterious black bag there. I'm always a little scared of the black bags. Sometimes there's some good clothing in black bags. We got 2 tires behind that. There's a little tote there with some sort of paperwork in it or something. Looks to be some sort of silver box also. Next to that, we got kind of a luggage bag, and then this was the reason we bid on this one. It looks to be a tote full of media. We got the hard hats on top of that there. You can see the 2 or 3 white hats. And a bunch of media, a bunch of CDs, CD cases, and inside the tote it looks like there's even more media to be found. So the way I'm thinking about it, you know, if that thing is really full of media, that's quite a bit of money sitting right there. I've started a small section in my 2 eBay stores, and we sell quite a bit of media, so I've got a space for quite a few movies to be listed, so we're gonna hope that those are full and that media will pay off. All right, so I just talked to the facility owner. She said she's gonna be there till 5. It's a little after 2 o'clock now, so we gotta hit the road. We gotta get over there and get this one cleaned out. Doesn't appear that it will be too tough to put this one in the back of the Prius. The only thing I'm worried about is that there is a futon frame of some sort, and I'm not really sure of the size, but we'll have to get over there and deal with it once we get there. There you can see the frame. I'm really not sure of the length of this frame, but we'll have to see if it can break it down, or maybe some way we can fit it in the back of the Prius. The rest of it should go in the back, no problem at all. So I think the best course of action is just to get out there, get eyes on it, and determine if I think it will fit, and if not, we can come up with an alternate solution. But I'm hoping it all fits in the back of the Prius. My wife took the truck to work today, so we'll have to wait and see. Alright, so I got a tote full of orders, eBay orders to drop off at the post office. We gotta swing by the bank and get some money for that storage unit, and then we'll head over there and clean it out. Let's go. So for those of you who are new to the channel, that's what this channel is typically about. I'm a full-time reseller. We tell you ins and outs of the business. I have 2 eBay stores, over 6,000 items listed. And that's typically what we talk about. But lately I've been trying to clean out some storage units, trying to build this YouTube channel and get some followers. So go ahead and subscribe if you like these types of videos. If you like these storage clean out videos, I'm going to be doing more. So you'll want to follow the channel and see all the shenanigans. Alright, so we got all our orders dropped off at the post office. We got some cash out of the bank, and we're ready to head over to the storage unit facility. Let's go. We're here at the unit. She just opened the door. We just have a little small unit here. We should be able to get it all into the Prius, no problem. Let me give you guys a quick look. So here's a look at it. You guys saw this in the initial pictures. We do have this tote full of media. That's kind of why we bought it. There was also these hard hats, this kind of leather bag, another bag down there, another bag here. I didn't see that bag in the initial photos, and then this tote as well with this hard case. That might be something good. And this was a little heavier than I expected, so we'll have to get in that to see what's in there. These tires don't look too bad, actually. They might be worth some money, so no problem at all. We should be able to get this little bed frame into the Prius. I'm hoping it'll fit. We'll have to get it out there and see for sure. All right, there you see it all fits in one cartload. I'm thinking of throwing the bed right on top of there, get it all in one load, get it out there to the Prius and load things up. All right, there it is. Fits right on top of there, so she'll be able to just drive it right on out to the Prius, get that all loaded up, and be done with this one. Get our deposit back and everything. All right, as you can see, it took a little getting it in there, but we got it in there, so now we just got to stack everything else around it. Should be able to get it in there. We'll have to wait and see how this puzzle comes together. All right, there you see it. We got it all into the Prius. Another interesting pack job. We got a lot of media in there. Put got the 2 tires on top. We got the bed in there, so just enough room for me to hop in there and get my damage deposit back. Alright, so we got everything in the car. We got our damage deposit returned and we're headed home. The seat is all the way forward, so I'm pretending I'm about 5 foot scrunched in here. Luckily we only have to go about 20 miles, so should be able to make it home alright, get everything unloaded, then I'll give you guys a quick look at what we got. Alright, so we made it home safe and sound. Now comes the hard part. We gotta unload everything out of the car. So I'm gonna let this run, little time lapse, get this all unloaded into the garage, then it'll give you guys a better look at what we got. Alright, so unlike the last unit where the clothing was all fresh and clean, right out of the dryer type of smell, this clothing needs to be washed. Definitely a hard-working guy, and went through his clothing, and we definitely need to throw it in the wash and see how it turns out. But there might be some good stuff in there, so we're going to get started on that right away. Do a load of laundry. Alright, so I brought all the media items into the house, have it in the photo station. We're going to be able to go through that. That's kind of why we bought the unit, was for all the media items. Hoping that there's some good media items in there that can make us a decent amount of money. But we'll get started on some laundry and hopefully dig into some of those totes and give you guys a look at some of what we found today. Alright, so this is the moment you guys can be happy that you guys don't have smell-o-vision, right? This is pretty bad, but we're going to throw it in the laundry, see how it comes out, put a lot of detergent in there, give it a good washing, and hopefully these will turn out alright. Let's do it. Alright, so it looks like that clothing was kind of a mix of men's and women's clothing. Probably, a couple that split and, they don't have a washer and dryer to wash their clothes, so it ended up in a storage unit. They split, nobody wanted to pay for the unit, so the dirty clothes become mine. Good news is that we're clothing sellers, so we're going to do the extra work. We're going to get those washed, see how they come out of the dryer, and hopefully some of that will turn into profits. So I didn't look at the stuff that carefully, but it appeared that there were some nice denim jeans in there. Some of them were a little stained up. Obviously he's a hard-working guy. Had the hard hats, probably had a labor job, and put a lot of hard work in. The clothes showed the wear from all that, but hopefully they'll come out of the dryer looking all right, ready to list online and make a few bucks. So while we got that laundry going, hopefully it's not too loud in your ears over there, we're going to take a look at some of this media. This is kind of the reason that I bought this unit. There was a whole tote, this is the tote here, full of media, and there was actually more than I expected. There was quite a bit of other sets as well, but we're going to go through this a little bit and take a look at what we got here. We'll give you a look at some of the nicer things if we find anything good. Alright, so I'm just digging into this media box here, and I'm already finding some good box sets. Hopefully they're all full and the discs are in there, but look at what we got here. We got Return of the King, and we got the Fellowship of the Ring. So 2 box sets here. That could be worth a decent amount of money. We'll have to look these up, see what they're going for on the market these days. I know I've sold like stuff like this in the past, and the market kind of fluctuates, but we'll check the prices on these, make sure they're all in there, and give you guys a quote somewhere down the line. So this guy was definitely a collector. Look at these. This is the Hobbit Extended Edition. He's got this one and this one. So some nice looking media coming out of this first box already. So again, just a quick reminder, not sure if I told you guys earlier or not, but we paid about $100 for this. $99.10 was the amount due when I pulled up to the facility. We paid that off. We gave them the damage deposit. We got our damage deposit back. I better take that out now that I'm thinking about that. Put that in my wallet so that I don't lose it. But we got another unit coming up tomorrow, so I'm gonna need that cash money. You always got to give them a nice damage deposit, usually $100. Sometimes they charge you $200 certain units, but this facility, most facilities charge you $100. So we're gonna get into this envelope, make sure it's all there. There you see it. You haven't seen that kind of money in a long time, right? So it always feels kind of good when you have $100 cash money in your hand, right? You play that little game, you give it to the person there, and then they give it back to you once you clear everything out. So it's a little give and take. You're giving it to them, and they're giving it back to you. And it seems kind of silly to do all that, you know. They don't trust you that you'll be able to clean it out. But, you know, I understand that. You don't want to leave them a storage unit filled with junk. So a lot of people, you know, have trouble cleaning out units. I've gotten all my units I've done cleaned out, no problem. So I'm good for that. Alright, so I'm going through these media items, and we're finding a lot of these, right? The good news is that there are nice little cases, and these cases are worth some money. That's probably where the money is. Bad news is a lot of it is burned discs. So we're looking for the good stuff. We're looking for the stuff that we can resell on the market. We don't want to deal with burned CDs. Obviously, it's illegal to do that. So we're going to stay away from that, but there's a ton of burned CDs in here. So we'll have to find the good stuff. We'll have to find the genuine stuff that we can resell. The good news, we're looking at 6 of these cases. Even if you get like $10 a case, that's, you know, $60 in your pocket. So you clean out all the discs. You know, if they're all burned discs, you can still sell the cases and make $60. We paid $100 for the unit. There's $60 back in our pocket right away. And these are the nice ones too. They're not all beat up or smelly or anything. So obviously, if you're someone that likes to sit down and binge watch season 1 through 11 of Smallville, we have it here right in this case, right? You know, everything here burned on disc. That's hours of entertainment. Obviously, I'm not going to sit down and watch Smallville. That's just not something I do. But, you know, if somebody wants to, we got it here for you. Let me know. So when I'm saying there's tons and tons of burned discs, you saw the 6 cases. There's also this. Look at this. In this bag here, all burned discs in this bag. So plenty of media to go through. We got to decide what we want to do with all this stuff. Now this was kind of an interesting find. We found this nice kind of leather bag in the unit as well. There's a couple additional bags that I didn't see in the photos. So we got a few bonuses from what we expected. We saw all the media, and there's definitely plenty more than I even expected media-wise. But there's also this. Let's take a look and see what's in here. I did take a sneak peek, so I did look at this. But here it is. Look at this. This is the first item that I saw that came out of this. Look at these. $50 brand new on the tag. Smith goggles, snow goggles, skiing goggles. And they appear to be in good condition. There you can see it, $50 on the price tag. Monashi OTG is the brand of the model of these, and let's see the condition. A lot of times, you know, these can be in tough condition, and that is where the money is. But these look to be pretty fresh. So some $50 brand new. You know, even if you get $40-$30 for these, that's a pretty decent payday. We got the box and everything, so we could throw these up here online. And now's the season, you know, snowfall is coming down, and people are wanting to get some nice goggles for skiing and snowboarding. So we got a pair here ready for you. So it looks like there are a couple more items in this nice leather bag. There is another bag inside that bag. So a nice another leather bag inside the additional leather bag. So leather upon leather. This must have been his little leather section. So a nice looking little bag. What is it? By Leather Satchel Company. Leather Satchel Company. So we'll have to look that up, see if this is a branded item that might be worth some money. Obviously leather items are really sought after, and this appears to be really well made. So this might be a little score here. You saw those goggles were $50. You know, this might be his nicer items in this leather bag. And of course, what goes with a leather satchel and a leather bag? Can you guess? I bet you can guess. Are you smart? How smart are you? Of course, a leather belt. Look at this thing, and it has a belt buckle on it and everything. Look at that belt buckle. This is a nice little belt. This is probably worth, you know, $20 because it has the nice belt on there. This is Buckle Down is the brand on this. So Buckle Down, a nice looking kind of a native design on this one. Look at that. Pretty cool little find here. Easily $20 bill right there. So as I've said in previous videos, when you do storage units, you know, expect to find bags, expect to find shoes, expect to find clothing. Those are kind of the staples that you'll find in a storage unit. And you got to kind of decide what you want to do with it. You know, do you want to list it online, try to make a few bucks? You want to donate it back to the thrift shops? Or you want to sit on it and save it for a different season? You know, it's the winter season. We got to get those goggles online. You kind of strike where the iron is hot with some of this stuff. So that's what we're considering. You know, you got to kind of prioritize what you find. What do you want to throw online now versus what you want to deal with later? So I was looking at these cases of CDs a little bit closer. Obviously, this is the Star Wars case here, and as you can see, it is filled with Star Wars, the Clone Wars. Let's see, Clone Wars, just all of the series, Clone Wars, season 3, 4 season, and we got all the Clone Wars here. Rebels, okay, we got Rebels, we're on to Rebels, and we got Rebels, and we got more Rebels, and so, you know, obviously a big Star Wars fan, had everything here. Rogue One, we're on to Rogue One, the Yoda Chronicles, he's got it all here, all burned on sea. Now we're on to Jurassic World, and he's got the Star Wars Lego movie. So there is a few little discs in here that we can sell. The rest of it we have to decide what we want to do with. But obviously, hours and hours of entertainment if you're a big Star Wars fan, which I'm not. My wife is, but she might enjoy some of this. We got Planet Earth in here as well. So Star Wars and planets and BBC Earth Life, that might be worth watching. That might be kind of fun. So lots of good discs in here. Unfortunately, not a lot of it we can sell online. So this was a case that was kind of intriguing. It's pretty heavy. I didn't look into it, so I don't really know what's in here. We're gonna pop this open and see what it is. I'm not thinking it's probably not media, but let's see what we got here. Oh, look at this, a little poker set. So there we got a little poker chips with a couple playing cards. Obviously, I opened it up the wrong way, so we'll have to make sure it gets turned around. But a nice little poker set. Not sure what this would go for, but a nice looking case. All the chips you would ever need, plus a couple of nice sets of playing cards. So I enjoyed a little poker, playing a little poker every now and then. So we got a nice set here. So here's a better look at it. We got it. Oops, we got it flipped around the other way so you can get a better, closer look. It looks like a lot of it is still in plastic. They probably only used it one time. They still got the big blind and the little blind in the package here. These playing cards have not even been opened yet, so some brand new cards, and a lot of these poker chips have yet to be opened as well. So we'll have to look this up, see what a case like this goes for. We might just hold on to this in case we want to use it somewhere down the line. But if it's worth a decent amount of money, we'll throw it online and make a few bucks. You know, that's the name of the game. We got to sell some of this stuff and at least make our $100 back so that we're in the profit. So obviously this guy was a huge cinephile. You know, he's got all kinds of movies on disc, but that was all the burn stuff we basically showed you. But what we bought it for was this tote down here full of other stuff, other media item, branded stuff, and we're seeing all kinds of nice CDs and DVDs. So we're gonna get into this. There was this little I'm not sure what this is, a little handle to a motorbike maybe. So it's a Kona, kind of a Kona bike here, so a little handlebar for a Kona bike. So on the top of this box here was some loose DVDs. It looks like has a little Pilates here. I guess we can take these out and go through them real quick, see what we got here. I'll give you guys a quick look at them before we get into this a little bit more detail. Alright, so it looks like these are all kind of Pilates and workout related. So like I said, there was probably a couple that split up. This might have been the gal's workout routine here. We're seeing all kinds of Pilates for weights, ab ripper. What else we got here? Yoga Fit Fitness, Pilates Core Challenge, Cardio Pilates, Pilates Intermediate Workout, yoga, Pilates, a lot of burn stuff, total body, PX, stretching, so more cardio, course, so all kinds of back and biceps. So they're really into it. That's all kind of burned workout tapes, DVDs rather. So of all that, these are probably the only 3 that we can sell. The rest are all burned, but you know, 3 here we could put 3 up for $9.97, make $10 off of it, no problem at all. All right, so as I'm going through this media box, I'm not sure how much of this you guys actually want to see, but there's a lot of money making opportunity here. We're finding some good stuff. Look at this. So we got Tron here. We got some good money stuff that people will want to buy. We got The Hobbit on Blu-ray. We got Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. That's a great movie. We got Raising Arizona, another good one. The Coen brothers did that one. And we got Chocolat with Johnny Depp. And one of my all-time favorites, Napoleon Dynamite. Look at that. Look at him dance. Alright, we just found a little bit more money. Look at this, The Chronicles of Narnia. I never really got much into this, but he's got 1 through 7 in here. The box is a little damaged, but we could probably clean that up a little, get it looking fresh and ready to relist. Chronicles of Narnia. I'm not sure what that's worth, but it's got to be a decent amount of money. Alright, we're going through this even more. Look at this, we got Meet the Fockers. I said Fockers, Mom. Fockers. And this one was Where the Wild Things Are. Oops. And we got Monsters, Inc. What else we got here? Horton, Here's a Who. We got Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So we got some Christmas stuff in here. We got to get this stuff listed right away because people are buying this stuff like hotcakes right now. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And we got the Alvin and Chipmunks, a Christmas, Chipmunk Christmas. So we'll get that stuff listed. You know, even if it's $5, we got to get that online now so that we can get that Christmas money. So obviously all eBayers know to avoid this one, right? P90X, that will get you a strike. A lot of times they make a claim on this one, so it's a tough one to get through the system and get it sold. So you might want to sell this one on Facebook Marketplace or something like that if you get one of these. Obviously people are working out and they want to get fit using P90X, and it's a great system, but on eBay, they're going to give you a strike if you put this up there, and you probably should not list something like this, so just beware. Alright, we're getting into this box a little bit more, and look at that. Audrey Hepburn. What a stunner, right? Look at those eyes. This is a little 3-box set. This has Roman Holiday. Some good Audrey Hepburn here. Roman Holiday, Sabrina. And what is the last one? Try not to drop it. Oh, Breakfast at Tiffany's. Of course, the classic Breakfast at Tiffany's. So, a little trio of Audrey Hepburn. Gregory Peck. Audrey Hepburn. I should say Audrey, not Aubrey. Alright, we're going through this tote, and we did find a couple random baseball cards. Look at these. These have seen their better day. They got crushed in the moving process, but a couple baseball cards in the bottom there, so who knows, maybe there is more baseball cards, you know, maybe we'll make that money off that rare baseball card, who knows. Alright, so you saw that Audrey Hepburn, and we got another classic here. Look at this, Jerry Lewis. There you see him. Another set here. So finding some good, nice box sets that we can put online and really make some money off of. Alright, so I'm trying to get through this tote. And obviously, I'm not showing you guys everything. I'm trying to kind of organize as we go. Look at this. We got all of these. I'm trying to find all these little I Love Lucy. And we got Lucy on the Loose here. We're trying to put that together to make sure we have them all. But we got some nice box sets, a lot of individuals here, but we found kind of an interesting box in the bottom of this tote. Has a little Calvin and Hobbes sticker on the front of it. Let me give you guys a look at this. Oh, and it is kind of heavy. Look at this, Calvin and Hobbes. So this is probably what caused all the weight. This is probably what has a decent amount of value. Little Calvin and Hobbes book set. Look at that. So we'll have to look this up. This probably is worth a decent amount of money. You know, Calvin and Hobbes was popular back in the day. I used to read it all the time. And we got a little set here. So This is a nice little find in the bottom of this tote. I wasn't expecting to find a Calvin and Hobbes hardcover book set, but we got one here. It's a little dusty, cleaning it off here, and we just heard that the laundry is done, so I gotta go throw that in the dryer and get the second load started. And look at this, another little find in the bottom of the box. We got a Roberto Kelly, Seen Its Better Day. Looks like it might have a signature on it. Unfortunately, it is crushed, and we found 27 cents, so we're starting to make our money back already. So upon further examination, it wasn't a quarter, it was this. Look at this. Can you guys see this? It's a little angel, a little gold colored angel. So I'm not sure what this coin is. It has a little angel on both sides, and it might have some value. I don't know. I doubt it's gold or anything, but pretty cool little coin. We'll have to look that up, see what it's all about, see if it has any value. So in the bottom of this box, we're finding more. Look at this. Have you ever heard of this? This is Muzzy. Looks to be from the BBC. Muzzy has a little tin to go with it. Instructional, some sort of kids set here. So we'll have to see if it's all in there, see what it goes for. But a nice little set. Definitely, we'll have to look that one up. Alright, as you can see, we've made it to the bottom of the tote, and I'm not going to show you all these movies, but here is a look at some of what we got. Look at all these. We pulled them out, kind of tried to get them a little organized. I showed you guys. So as you can see, we got a lot of the higher priced box sets sitting over here, kind of waiting to do a little research and see what we can get for some of those. But all this is just money right here, $5 to $10 a pop. We'll get all these listed and make a decent amount of profit. And there's already been some surprises in this unit. You saw the Calvin and Hobbes hardcover books there. We'll look that up, see what it's going for. And of course, those glasses, those snow glasses over there, as well as the leather. That was a nice little find over there as well. So all in all, I'm feeling pretty good about what we're finding so far in this unit. You know, we have yet to go through the clothing, and we have a couple more bags in the garage as well. That kind of mysterious black bag that was a little heavier than I expected it to be, so we'll have to look in that. We had those two wheels, those bike wheels, that we'll have to see if those can be pumped up and used, or if they have any value. Obviously that bed, it had a price tag of $15. Looks like they bought it secondhand, but that, you know, has a little bit of value for somebody. Not sure what we're gonna do with that. Maybe hold on to it. It's always good to have another little twin bed. You could pull that out and have some guests over. Who knows? But what I want you guys to start thinking about is, what is your favorite find from the stuff that I've showed you today? You know, is it one of those box sets? Was it one of those leather bags? Those were pretty nice. Was it the Calvin and Hobbes book set? Was it the bed? Was it the wheels? What caught your eye? Put it in the comment section and let me know. And if there's something I'm missing, you know, is there something that might have some more value than I realize? Put that in the comment section as well. You know, I'm hoping that doing these videos, we can kind of learn and grow together, and learn a little bit more about reselling and what we should be on the lookout for when we're going through one of these units. Alright, so we got the first load of laundry done. It's starting to smell a little bit better in here already, so I'm going to throw that stuff in the dryer, get loaded up another load of laundry. We got enough for 2 here, so we might do a second load already tonight, or we might just call it good with 1. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to go into the garage and look through those other bags yet. It's getting kind of late, and I want to get some dinner and hopefully get a few more listings up into the stores tonight. So there's still work to be done, but I'm feeling good about this buy. You know, again, $100 spent, and we're already seeing profits, potential big profits actually. When you consider $100 invested, you know, you could easily triple your money off of just the media alone. So when you do a unit like this, you gotta always think about the gamble. You know, there is a gamble. You know, you saw that tote, you never knew. Maybe it was just all empty cases. You know, that could be the worst case scenario. I doubt that was to ever happen, but you know, this one did have a significant amount of burned CDs, so we don't like to see that. But I think the tote with all the other CDs in it definitely made up for that. Plenty to be made on all this media. It's a little bit overwhelming to me right now. I gotta kind of process it all, let it sink in with what we got, and kind of figure out what I want to list first. That's kind of always the go-to question. What is in this unit is the item that you want to get online first, that has the greatest potential for profit, will move the fastest. You know, I think those box sets, those Christmas CDs, that kind of stuff will definitely sell. Maybe those goggles. those snow goggles, you know, seasonal stuff that people are searching for right now. That's what we want to get online first. All right, now that we've gotten through that nice tote full of media, the reason we bought that unit, I'm kind of curious about a couple other things. Number one, I want to know what this Calvin and Hobbes, the complete Calvin and Hobbes book set is actually worth. So I think I'm going to do a quick little search online. Number two, there was another little bag, a colorful bag that found its way into the car and was in this unit, and I have yet to look into that one. We're going to get into that. I want to do another load of laundry. As you can probably hear behind me, that laundry's in the dryer now, the first load. We got the second load ready to go, but I don't want to do half a load of laundry. So we're going to look in this other bag and see what we got. So this is that other bag I was talking about. You know, it's a little noisy in here with the dryer going on, but as you can see, it is a very unique bag. You know, it has these kind of little, I don't know what you'd call them, but unique handles and interesting design. So a bag like this definitely might be worth a decent amount of money just on its own. You find plenty of bags, and this one is definitely a little different than a typical bag you find in a unit. I guess we can just cut the suspense and pull the zipper and see what we got inside, right? No sense messing around with this. I think I'm going to take it out of the laundry room though, so we don't have that poor audio. We'll take it in my office, put it on the table in there, and get a better look at what we got. Alright, so I got you guys set up on the tripod here. We're hands-free so we can get into this bag and see what it's all about. Let you guys know what is in here. It does appear to be kind of like a travel bag. It's got these little elastic things on it, so maybe we'll find some souvenirs in here. Who knows what we might find. What would you guys imagine is in a little colorful bag like this? We're going to cut these off here and take a look inside. Unfortunately, the zipper is kind of... It works, but it's not the most nice zipper. But we'll get into it and see what we got here. Let's take a look. What's your guess? What's your guess? Say now, so you win. All right. So what do we have in here? All right. We have some sort of case here, and appears to be some sort of tools or something in there. This might have been his little work bag. I don't know. It looks to be some tools in here, so that could be good. It wasn't exactly light, you know, so if there's some nice hand tools in here, that could be a big score. I do see some interesting tools here. Let's see what we've got here. Don't you know what this is? Do you guys know what that is? I don't know, some sort of brush for some sort of steel work or something? I don't know. It's like, what would you guys say that is? Anybody have any clue? Because I am clueless on this one. Take a look at that. What is that? Put it in the comment section if you guys know what this is. Help me know, help educate me on what this thing is. So that's one of the fun things about getting a unit like this. You find stuff you've never seen before, you know, whole new adventure. You're learning new things. Hopefully you guys can educate me what this is. I'm not seeing any markings. So we're going to get into this bag a little bit more. Maybe it'll appear to me what this is once we put the puzzle together. See what else is in this tote here. Alright, so I guess we just keep pulling things out one at a time until it kind of unveils itself what we got here. So far it's kind of a mystery. It looks to be some sort of tool. There's a little plastic thing here. So, and this is some cord of some sort. Alright, so we got a Poly V belt. So this is definitely more of a work bag. It appears so far anyways, at least the top of the stuff, the tuff on the top, appears to be something from his work. So he definitely was a hard-working guy, whatever he did. I'm not sure exactly what he did, but we're finding some towels, some dirty old towels. So we could throw that to the laundry. We got to kind of decide what we want to do with this stuff. We're looking for another batch. So this appears to be smelly bag, a smelly bag full of, I'm kind of afraid to pull this out, but looks to be a rag of some sort. Alright, we're finding some nice work gloves. Look at these. Nice work gloves, nice leather work gloves. So that's easily, you know, $10 right there. So some good stuff. These are actually brand new, still have the tag on them and everything, so they might get 15 for these. We'll have to see what leather work gloves like these are going for. I know they're always in demand, you know, a lot of workers out there need a nice pair of gloves. Alright, so we're not just seeing one pair of gloves, we're seeing multiple gloves. Look at this. More gloves coming out of this unit. So we gotta find the match though. Here's another pair in different colors. So there's a blue pair here. Oh, and then we got some other gloves here. So we gotta see if we got some matches. But plenty of gloves. Looks like this is a match to the other white one there. So there's a nice little set right there. Alright. Genuine parts. So we got another thing of parts here. So this is definitely brand new. Whatever this is, brand new. Alright, we're seeing some good stuff in here. So I'm happy with what I'm seeing so far. Here is something Carter. So it appears to be some sort of car part, maybe. Let's see what this is. Carter, is this a filter of some sort? What do you guys know of this? You know what this is? Carter. I'm not familiar with that brand, so educate me again. Put it in the comment section if you guys know what I'm looking at here. Alright, so we're going to dig in this bag a little bit more. I cleared off the table so we got a little bit more space, but let's see what else we got in here. I'm seeing more of these. Seeing more of these. Look at, there's a whole batch of them. These stuck together, these two. So more of these. So hopefully this stuff has a little bit of value because there's quite a bit of them. You guys know what that is? So far we got 4 of those things. And there's more in this bag as well as some more gloves. So we got plenty of gloves. We got to match all the gloves up. We got a little glove box going over on the other side there. So we got some more parts here. There we see a little piece of something. You guys know what that is? Little battery maybe? Here we got a gas filter. Alright, so there's a gas filter. I like when it has the tag and you can see what it is. So GF11-1 Purolator gas filter. $3.99, brand new in the box. So you guys need a gas filter? We got one. What else we got in here? Another gas filter. So this might have been a little parts bag. I'm not seeing a lot of value in this, but the bag is cool and we're finding stuff, so we're going to keep digging and see what else we got in here. Alright, this looks promising. What is this thing? 4151. 4151. Is this a little attachment to a little sander maybe? That's what it looks like. You hook this up to something? Alright, we got more of this. We had another one of these. This might be for the helmets, I think, right? To tighten your helmet. I think that's what it is. A little thing to tighten your helmet. Look at this. More gloves. So we might have hit the mother load on gloves. We got about 4 or 5 pair. These are all brand new gloves, too. So nice leather gloves. This has a price tag of $9.99 on them. So that's probably what they paid. $10 gloves. And we got probably 6 or 7 pairs already, and more just keep coming out of this bag. So we'll just keep tossing them over there and count them up once we get this thing emptied. There's some nice ones. Alright, so we're getting down to the bottom of the bag. There is one more cool item in there. I think I'm going to dump this out on the table here and give you guys one last look at everything we got. Kind of laid out here on the table so you guys can get a better look at everything. We'll match up those gloves, see how many pairs we actually got. So this was the other cool item that I was telling you guys about. It appears to be another little attachment to some sort of air tools, right? And I'm not sure what this would be valued at. It says CAT on it, so... it has a little trigger on it, and you can put other attachments on here. So we had this one, and now we have this one. So we got a couple little attachments for air gun tools. So hopefully all you real working men out there who don't just make a few bucks here and there on eBay like me, don't go too hard on me in the comments section for not knowing what all this stuff is called. Never really worked a job like that, and had not really big knowledge of power tools, so when I see something like this, it's all kind of new to me. I gotta go ask an expert. See my brother, he's typically more that type of guy. He's got every tool known to man in his garage, so I'll run some of this stuff by him, do a little research myself, and see if I can figure it out. You know, a nice tool bag is always kind of interesting, so you kind of learn what you got, and hopefully we have something of value here that we can maybe flip for a few bucks. Alright, so I think I'm going to take you guys off the tripod, give you a look at this table. I got it kind of laid out here so you can get a better look at what we found in that tote. It was a Sand and Sun branded bag, kind of a nice looking bag, as you saw the cool design on it. Let me give you a look at the bag. So there you see it. I guess this guy did have a lot of surf movies in his collection, so maybe he's into Sand and Sun, a little vacation bag here. But a pretty cool little bag. You could probably get, you know, 15, 20 bucks for that. We might look that up, see if it's vintage or anything. But here is a look at all the tools. Now, these boards were the ones that I had question about. I don't really know what this is all about, but we got plenty of them here. And there's some other incidental tools. A lot of these gloves aren't matching, but I guess maybe if you're like a welder, you only need one leather glove or something. So we got a bunch here. They're all kind of samples. $11.99 on the price tag and $10.99. And here's one for $9.25. This one is 89 cents a pair, so that's quite a bargain for that one. So maybe he got them on sale or something. But here's inside this little tote. It's got earplugs and some string. Oh, look at this, little spools of string, and some sort of Tizip. Tizip? What is Tizip? What is this? Some sort of little baggie of rocks. Wonder what that is. That might be a... I don't know what that is. Got another spool of thread here, some nice black thread. What is in this thing? I don't know what that is either, so we're looking at this stuff. Hopefully we don't come across something we shouldn't, but here is a gas filters. You saw those. Another gas filter, and then the air tools here, the two air tools. I imagine this is like another, maybe a battery or something, I don't know. And some bolts, and with some nice big bolts. And look at this, a nice big chain. You need a big chain to tie something up. We got one. So that's what we got, all that stuff over there. And we got a few items over here, a few more gloves over here. So this was everything that was in it. This, you know, like I said, was for your adjusting your helmet. So one of those things that was in there. And there's a couple belts, loose belts to something. Probably not much value to these. You saw this earlier, kind of Goodyear Automotive Poly V belt. So maybe that's sellable. I don't know. We could clean it up and see. And here's another brand new one. You saw this one. So just some parts that he probably needed somewhere for something, and ended up in the bag. Alright, so there you have it. The mystery of the colorful bag has been solved. You guys saw what's in that. The only next thing to do is to look up those Calvin and Hobbes books. You know, that is still a question in my mind. What are those worth? You know, nice box set, hardcover Calvin and Hobbes, the complete set. Let's look that up and see what that's going for these days. Alright, there you see it. We put in there Calvin and Hobbes complete set, and there you see 67 results. And the best match is showing this one first for $87.99. Below that, we got another one here for $85. But we want to find out how many of those 67 are actually selling. Let's take a look. All right, so that's something you always want to check out when you get an item like this. You want to check the sell-through rate. You want to see how many are out there. Then you want to check the solds and see how many are actually selling and what they're selling for, right? We saw that there were 67 currently on the market. And I'm looking at the solds here. It's showing that there's 162 results for the sold. So 67 on the market and 167 on that have sold. That is a great sell-through rate, and probably a bolo, one to be on the lookout for, right? Calvin and Hobbes complete set. Let's take a look at what some of these are going for. All right, see, here's one that ended just today for $69.99. So we got this, we paid $100 for the unit, and we're seeing solds here for $69.99. There's another one, $69.99, also sold today. Another one sold today, $92.43 with free shipping. So these are going for some good money. Here's one at auction. So they sent this one to auction, sold for $51. That sold yesterday with $15 shipping on top of that. Here's one that took a best offer, $80, but they're asking $80.30 for shipping, so that's quite a expensive shipping. And this only had 3 books. I want to say ours might have had more than 3 books. This had $60 for $21 shipping. So we're looking at, between $60 and $100. Here's one for $87.99 with free shipping. So quite a nice little sales here. Here's one at auction for $67 with 5 bids. So the demand is there for these. Who would have known? Calvin and Hobbes, the complete set. Here's the one that sold a little cheaper, $27.96 with the $15 shipping. There's one, $91. So there's some priced as much as almost $100. There's one, $94.97 for that one. And then we're on to, looks like $69 for that one. Here's the first one, over $100, $107.99 with free shipping. That one is a nice photograph, so they put a little extra into taking a very nice photo of that one. So we got to kind of match these listings. Here's one, $67.95. So I'll spare you any more than that, but as you can see, they're going for, between $60 and $100, $94.65. There's one sealed, brand new, for $159.99. Wow. So that's just proof you never know what you're going to find, right? You bought this expecting a bunch of movies, and we got plenty of movies, but in the bottom of that movie box was a nice book. A nice book set, Calvin and Hobbes, and we found a bolo. We're learning. That's something we got to be on the lookout for. Next time we're in the thrift shop and we see that Calvin and Hobbes on the shelf, if they're asking $20, we know it goes for $60 to $80 to $100. So we can definitely pick it up for $20. And the sell-through rate on that one is really excellent. 67 listed and 100 and what do we say, 92 sold or something like that. That's a crazy sell-through rate. Yeah, 67 listed and 162 have sold in the last 90 days. So the demand is definitely there for those Calvin and Hobbes hardcover complete sets, and we have one. So I'm not sure how much I'm going to price that. I might price that a little bit high. It would be a nice Christmas gift. And where people are looking for that sort of thing right now, so we might try to get top dollar for that, since that is kind of a surprise. We weren't even expecting to find that in the bottom of that tote, and it was there. So let's take a look at it again. All right, here it is. As you can see, it was a little dusty. I wiped it down a little, but there's old Calvin and Hobbes on the front. And it does have all 4 books. Some of them said they had 3. This one has book 4, book 1, book 2, book 3. So they're all in there. Calvin and Hobbes, the complete set, hardcover. Pretty nice. All right, so I think I've talked enough about today's little storage unit haul. We made it down there, got it all cleaned out, got it home, and showed you guys much of everything. We got one black bag to go through. It's I took a peek in there, and it looks like it is some sort of clothing, but it did get a little moisture on it, and so I'll have to dump that out when we get a little bit of put a mask on and make sure there's no mold. Might be just trash, unfortunately, if there's anything in value in there, we might have to wash it thoroughly and make sure it is clean before we put that stuff online, because that black mold, you don't want to mess around with that stuff. So we're going to be a little bit careful of that last bag, but you guys saw the bulk of what we got this unit for. You saw all the media, you saw some good finds. The tool bag kind of surprised me a little bit, and again, we still have that load of laundry going, and we're going to get the second one started and done as well. So some good finds in today's unit. Let me know what you guys think about this one, and if you like these sort of videos, don't forget to hit that subscription button and ring that notification bell. That way you'll be notified every time a new storage unit video drops. I have a daily vlog that comes out, the day in the life of a reseller vlog. If you want to keep up with my business, I've got 2 eBay stores. We tell you a little bit about reselling and show you a little bit into my life. So if you like like that sort of thing, come along and subscribe to the channel. And one reason I'm asking you guys to subscribe right now is because we got another unit coming tomorrow. That's right, I won 2 today. This was the more expensive one, almost $100. The other one we only spent 20 bucks on. $20. Of course, we got to go south a little bit. It's in Marysville, and I'll be driving south tomorrow to pick that one up. And if you want to see another one of these, come back tomorrow and check things out. You know, you subscribe to the channel, you'll be notified when the next one drops. So I put these videos out every day. You either have the vlog coming, or you got a storage unit video, or you got another video. I put a lot of content out, and there's plenty on my channel for you guys to browse through. So as of late, we've been trying to focus on doing a few more storage units. We got the 5x5 I did in Everett with my mom. We found some great stuff in that one. You can watch those videos, are up now. The initial video when we drove down there, as well as some follow-ups. We got into some bags and found all kinds of good discoveries, some stuff that we can make some decent amount of money on. So I've been sorting through those the last couple of weeks, or actually the last week, and we decided to do another one. So this one I think is gonna maybe trump that last one. The 5x5 in Everett was nice, but this one, when you consider all the media there, $5 to $10 a pop. Some of those box sets might go for as much as $20 or more. We gotta check the value on those and get them all listed, as well as that Calvin and Hobbes book set. That's almost $100 bill right there alone. So, and we still have yet to look at the clothing. I know there was at least 4 or 5 nice pairs of denim. We'll see how they come out of the wash and if they're actually sellable. But plenty of clothing to get through as well. I'm primarily a clothing seller, so all this stuff is kind of new to me. I've got a little media section I've set up, a little smalls section, and we're going to be listing some of that media right away. Get that Christmas stuff online and hopefully chase some of that Christmas money. So if you guys think media is dead, this is my little media section. All these are DVDs and CDs and Blu-rays, and we got quite a few going here, and I've made a decent amount of money off of media in the last year. The good thing about a little media section like that is it doesn't take up a lot of space. You know, you're not going to make a lot of money off of media, but space-wise, it doesn't take much. It's quick and easy to list, quick and easy to photograph, quick and easy to ship. So a lot of benefits to doing media. You're not going to get rich off it, but you have a little corner like that, can be a little steady bread and butter addition to your store. So if you got a little eBay store, maybe you do clothing, add a little media section. You know, if you're doing storage units like this, you'll always find clothing in them. You'll find shoes, you'll find bags, but sometimes you'll find a box of media like that. Don't just donate that away. You know, the market is still there. People still buy media. They're not going to pay as much money as they do brand new, but used media will sell. Put it up there kind of at the high end of the market. That's what I do, and accept offers. So that's kind of the way I do things, and media does sell at a pretty decent clip. Let me show you. So here's a little stack of the media I've listed in the last month. So when one sells, I'll grab one and list one here. So this is kind of there's a couple books in here I listed as well, small paperback books, but mostly DVDs and Blu-rays. So we've sold about this much media in the last month. So sometimes if you're following my vlog, you'll see, you know, some CDs and DVDs are selling, Blu-rays are selling, and it might not seem like a lot, but you know, over the course of a month, when you have probably 24 sales, that's a decent amount of money. So if you guys have enjoyed a moment of this little storage unit buy video, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. When you like the video, it gets in front of a few more eyes, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers in 4,000 hours so I can monetize this channel. So you liking this video can really help me out. Just give it a thumbs up and leave me a little comment. Let me know what your favorite item is, as I asked earlier. Just let me know what the favorite item is, and maybe if you have some details about one of these tools or something that I saw that you might have some expertise on, leave that in the comment section as well. I always like to hear from you guys, so any comments you can give are appreciated. So having said all that, I think I'm going to call an end to this video. Thanks for watching this one to the very end. I'm not done working. I'm going to get in that photo station, list some more clothing, photograph some more clothing, try to decide what I'm going to do with all this media. That's going to be the next step in this journey. And don't forget, we got another storage unit video coming tomorrow. So if you're interested in going with me on another storage searching adventure tomorrow, be sure to come on back and watch some more. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.